Portland, Maine, a city of salty air, fresh lobster, and secrets whispered on the wind. A place where the sea whispers tales of old. Now it murmurs of something new, something unsettling. It began subtly. Boats returning with tales of strange lights beneath the waves, fishermen hauling in nets, torn to shreds, empty. Then the whispers grew louder. Tourists swore they saw massive shapes moving beneath the harbour waters. Locals, their faces etched with concern, spoke of vanished neighbours, of odd humming noises late at night. Something was amiss in Portland, something beyond the ordinary tides of the Atlantic, something alien. The sightings began sporadically, flashes of silver in the sky, too fast for any plane. Glowing orbs hovering over the eastern promenade, casting an eerie luminescence on the startled faces below. Old man McGillicuddy, who'd fished these waters for 60 years, swore he saw a creature like nothing on earth. He described it as a mass of tentacles, shimmering, with an eye the size of his boat. People scoffed, but then others began to see it too. Sarah, a waitress at DeMillo's, saw it one night, rising from the water near the pier. It scanned the city with a cold blue light, then disappeared beneath the waves. Her screams were lost in the fog, her story dismissed as drunken ramblings. But she knew what she saw. The encounters, once whispered rumors, were becoming impossible to ignore. Fear, like the fog rolling in from the sea, began to blanket Portland. The news crews descended, hungry for a story. They called it the Portland Enigma, the Casco Bay Conundrum. Theories ran rampant, government experiments, a new species of marine life, mass hysteria. The Coast Guard increased patrols, but their boats returned with no answers, only more questions. Scientists arrived, armed with sonar and theories, but left scratching their heads. The mystery deepened, the fear festered. Portland, once a beacon of New England charm, was now a city on edge. Tourists stayed away, businesses closed. The laughter of children on the waterfront was replaced by the harsh cry of gulls and the murmur of worried whispers. Something was very wrong. Something was coming. Section 4. Secrets of the Deep. What lurks beneath Casco Bay. Then came the night the power went out. The entire city plunged into darkness. Panic erupted. Was this it? Was this the invasion? From the darkness, a low hum began to resonate, emanating from the harbour. It vibrated in the chests of every man, woman and child in Portland. It was a sound that spoke of ancient power, of things beyond human comprehension. As the hum intensified, a blue light erupted from the water, splitting the darkness like a beacon from another world. And then they emerged. The creatures, if they could be called that, defied description. They were sleek and silver, with glowing eyes and limbs that moved with an eerie fluidity. They glided through the air, their forms shifting, changing, as if they were liquid reflections of the night itself. Section 5. The Aquarians unveiling the visitors from the abyss. The city watched, paralyzed by fear and awe, as the creatures descended upon the city. Their forms were unlike anything seen before, shimmering with an otherworldly glow. They did not attack. They did not destroy. Instead, they began to communicate. Their voices were melodic, resonating with a strange, calming frequency. Images flashed across the sky, projected from the creatures themselves. These images told stories, histories, and dreams. Images of their world, a world of water, of vast cities beneath the waves, of a civilization far older than our own. Their technology was advanced, yet harmonious with nature. They called themselves the Aquarians. Their appearance was both alien and beautiful, with bioluminescent skin and flowing forms. Their message was simple. They were not here to conquer. They came in peace, seeking understanding and cooperation. They were refugees fleeing a dying world. Their journey had been long and perilous. Their planet, a water world in a distant galaxy, was dying, its resources dwindling. The once thriving ecosystems were collapsing. They had been searching for a new home, a place to rebuild. Their advanced ships scoured the cosmos for a sanctuary, and they had found it. Here on Earth, in the depths of our oceans, a place where they could thrive once more. Their arrival in Portland was not an invasion, but a plea. A desperate call for help. They sought refuge, a place to exist alongside humanity, a chance to share knowledge and culture. But could we, would we, share our world with beings so different, so unknown? The future of both species hung in the balance. Section 6. A city held hostage, Portland's uncertain future. The days that followed were a blur of confusion and fear. The city was gripped by an overwhelming sense of uncertainty, as if the very air was thick with tension. The world watched, holding its breath, as Portland became the epicenter of first contact. Governments squabbled, scientists debated, religious leaders preached. The media was in a frenzy, broadcasting every moment, every speculation. But in Portland, the people lived in the shadow of the Aquarians. Their presence was a constant reminder of the unknown. The creatures remained, a constant presence, their giant, shimmering forms visible beneath the waves, their city-sized vessels hovering silently in the bay. The sight was both mesmerizing and terrifying. Some embraced the Aquarians, seeing them as a sign of hope, a chance for humanity to evolve. They believed this was an opportunity for a new beginning. Others feared them, their motives, their technology. The unknown bred suspicion and anxiety. The city was divided, a microcosm of a world struggling to come to terms with the impossible. The streets echoed with the voices of both hope and fear. What would become of Portland? The question lingered in every conversation, every news report. What would become of humanity? The uncertainty was palpable, a shared anxiety that spanned the globe. The questions hung heavy in the salt air, unanswered, echoing the uncertainty in the hearts of all who looked upon the alien city beneath the waves. The future was a mystery, shrouded in the depths of the ocean and the unknown intentions of the Aquarians. Section 7. Hope from the depths. A glimmer in the alien enigma weeks turned into months. The initial fear began to subside, replaced by a cautious curiosity. People started to go about their daily lives, albeit with a watchful eye on the ocean. The unknown had become a part of their reality, a constant presence that they were learning to live with. The Aquarians, true to their word, made no aggressive moves. They remained in their underwater city, a shimmering metropolis visible beneath the waves. The city was a marvel of alien architecture, a testament to their advanced technology and peaceful intentions. Then, one day, a single Aquarian emerged from the water. It was a moment that would be etched in the memories of those who witnessed it, a turning point in the relationship between humans and Aquarians. It approached a group of children playing on the eastern promenade. The children, initially startled, stood frozen, their eyes wide with a mix of fear and curiosity. Fear turned to wonder as the creature, its large, luminous eyes filled with something akin to kindness, extended a tentacle. The children, sensing no threat, began to relax, their expressions softening. In its grasp, a gift, a sphere of glowing water pulsing with light. The sphere seemed to hum with energy, casting a soft glow on the children's faces. The children, their fear forgotten, reached out to touch it. Their fingers brushed against the surface, and the sphere responded with a gentle warmth. The sphere erupted in a shower of sparks, forming a holographic image of Earth, surrounded by images of the Aquarian world. It was a breathtaking display, a visual story of two worlds intertwined, a message of hope, of shared destiny, of two species united by a common need for survival. The future remained uncertain, but this gesture spoke volumes about the potential for cooperation and understanding. But in that one gesture, in that single act of unexpected kindness, a seed of hope was planted. It was a small beginning, but it held the promise of something greater. Perhaps, just perhaps, humanity and the Aquarians could find a way to coexist, to share this fragile planet, to face the unknown together. The path ahead was uncertain, but the first step had been taken. Only time would tell what secrets the depths held, what fate awaited Portland and the world in the shadow of the Aquarians. The journey had just begun, and the story was far from over.